In this video tutorial, we're going to learn how to create what are called invisible keys. On traditional registration keys, we're always going to have a male key on one of the halves and then the female key, the corresponding female key, on the opposite side. The problem with that is that it is very hard to sand those halves where the keys are because there's always going to be a male key sticking out. So we're going to take advantage of that and create what are called invisible keys. Invisible keys, you will have a female key on both sides, and in the middle, you will have the male key. And the male keys tend to be made out of a wooden sphere or a sphere made out of nylon. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to hide the top half. We're going to do one half at a time. I'm going to select my bottom half, and I'm going to hide the visibility for the top half. And we are going to go to Meshmix, and we are going to drop a solid object. Solid object icon is this solid blue cube, and I'm going to drag this to the surface right here. Now, this sphere right here, as you can see, it's in the middle of that plane. We want to make sure that these male keys right here are the same size as the actual male keys that we're going to buy, which are going to be a 1/2 inch wooden ball. So under dimensions, I'm going to type in 12.7. I'm going to hit enter. We want to make sure that the offset is set to 0. We don't want to push this sphere in or out. And under composition mode, make sure that you have create a new object. Click on accept. Perfect. I'm going to go to my top view. And I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. I'm going to select another solid sphere. I'm going to move it right about here. By clicking on this sphere right here with the crosshairs, you can move this around. You can rotate the sphere, which is ridiculous because it's going to be a sphere. And this arrow right here is going to scale this big and small. So again, under dimensions, we're going to type in 12.7 and we're going to hit enter. And then make sure that the offset is set to 0, create a new object. I'm going to make sure that these guys are equal distance from the edge. And I'm going to click on accept. So now we have our male keys. I'm going to name this one male key 1 and this one male key 2. Perfect. So we have our two male keys. They're going to serve no purpose whatsoever. They're just stand-ins. But we're going to use these right here to generate the female keys. So what we want to do is we want to clone each male key one at a time. And we're going to do that by clicking right here under duplicate. And this is going to be the female key 1 top. And what we're going to do is we're going to scale it. We want to make it slightly bigger than the actual physical male key that we're going to use. So with the female key 1 top selected, I'm going to go to edit and I'm going to go to transform. And I'm going to make this slightly bigger. So make sure that uniform scale is selected. Don't worry that these dimensions, the size X, Y, and Z are not exactly the same. We're talking about microns difference. So here, I'm going to round this off to 13 millimeters. If you feel that you need more room because we're going to add the glue there, you kind of go a little bit bigger. You can even go probably 13.25. But don't go too big because then when you put the top half, they may wiggle. All right, now that I'm happy with this, I'm going to click on accept. Now that I have this female key right here, I'm going to clone it by clicking on the duplicate. And this one here will be the female key 1 bottom. Perfect. So here we are going to have the following. We're going to have our male key 1, our female key top, and our female key bottom. And these two are identical. Very, very important. All right, let's do the same thing for the male key number 2. Let's turn on its visibility. Let's hide the male key 1. And let's go ahead and duplicate it. We are going to name this one right here, female key 2 top. We are going to select it. Let me hide the male key number 2. We are going to go to edit, transform. And again, we're going to type in 13.25. I'm going to hit accept, making sure that uniform scaling is on. And now we're going to clone it. And the female key 2 bottom will be used to carve the bottom half. So let's name this one bottom. And now we're ready to perform our Boolean operations. All right, so let's begin our Boolean operations. So the order of selection is very important. First, we have to select the object that we're going to subtract from, which is going to be our bottom half. And then we're going to hold Command on a Mac, Control on PC, and we're going to select one of the objects. In this case, we're going to do the one in the back, the female key to bottom. So I'm going to press Command on a Mac, Control on a PC. And we're going to get this window right here with our Boolean operations at the bottom. We're going to do a Boolean difference. And if we did the selection in the corresponding order, object that you subtract from first, object that you subtract with second, and we click on Boolean difference, we're going to get an orange preview. And as you can see, this is perfect. We're going to leave everything the way it is. We're not going to make any changes. The only thing that we're going to do is deselect the auto reduce results. And then we're going to click on accept. And there is our first female key. Let's go ahead and do the same thing now with the female key bottom number 1. So again, select the object that you're going to subtract from the bottom half, hold Command on a Mac, Control on a PC, and select the object that you're going to subtract with. Let's go to Boolean difference. Again, if we did the selection in the corresponding order, you will get this orange preview. Leave everything the way it is, disable auto reduce results, and click on accept. Excellent. If I turn on the visibility for our male key number 1 and our male key number 2, you will notice that they fit inside of those two female keys perfectly. So let's go ahead and do the top. I have male key 1, male key 2 visible. I'm going to hide their visibility. And I'm going to turn on the visibility for the female key number 1 top, female key number 2 top. Okay, we got to do this one at a time. So remember, select the object that you're going to subtract from first, Command on a Mac, Control on a PC, and I'm going to select the object that I'm going to subtract with second. Let's start with the female key number 2. We're going to get the Boolean window. I'm going to go to Boolean difference. Remember, leave everything to its default. Disable auto reduce results. Click on accept. Fantastic. Now with the top half still selected, hold Command on a Mac, Control on a PC, select the female key number 1, Boolean difference, everything to its default, disable auto reduce result, hit on accept, and there we have it. Excellent. So right now we have a top half and a bottom half. If I hide the visibility of my top half, you will see that it has female keys. And if I do the same thing for the bottom half, select the bottom half and turn off its visibility, we have female keys right here. If I hide the visibility for the top half, you will see the male keys better. And I'm going to zoom in so that you can see how this male key right here, let's go ahead and select the bottom half. It's not the same size as the female key, and the same thing for this one right here. So as you can see, this is important so that we have space for the glue when we attach these two pieces together. And this is how we create invisible keys in Meshmixer using our registration keys, more specifically our invisible keys and Boolean operations.